this 4. So combat's going to be a little bit more important this seed. Also, we're not going to have any more indication of the dungeons in terms of the number. So we'll have to rely on layout to figure out what dungeon we're in. Level 9, of course, will always be identified for us. The other changes, of course, we're on second quest enemies. We had to deal with the Lionel Stalfos, as we call them. The Lionel Stalfos, we have the Super Rose, and of course we have the dreaded Red Bubbles, as well as their blue counterparts. But
extra HP on these enemies can really mess you up at times as well. But
and we have a white sword yeah.
That is huge, especially because if you get that before the wood sword, then you know you've got that candle spot in the bank.
These are still on the intro screen too. We'll get that worked on in just a little bit. There we go. But yeah, the last and most important change here is we're on second quest overworld. So the flute has more value, the power bracelet has more value, and we only have one large secret available to us. And we have a mag sighting there. So, given the fact we found an early white sword, I'm going to assume that that was our Armos item.
Yeah, Chad backed that up as well. It's the only thing we could have picked up that fast because the white sword item, we would have needed more hearts. Thank you so much for Speed Gaming, working hard to...
And there it is! On OPTLawyer's end.
Yeah, so that's big on two fronts.
Yeah!
You always want to make sure you have access to a blue candle. Usually we sacrifice a heart and get it out of the bonus choose any. But now I'd be thinking, nah, I'll take my heart, thank you very much, and get the candle from the wood sword cave.
Yeah, and of course we're on, like I said, the site. We don't have any indicators in these dungeons, so rcdrone isn't a dungeon, but it's currently diving pretty deep. I haven't gotten a good indicator, although, given the location in the middle of the dungeon and the way it can go down, it has to be one of the later ones, I think.
One of the things that makes it a little harder to figure out which dungeon you're in is we have the entrance shuffle.
Oh, there's the map.
Well, there you go.
The level 4. I had a feeling it was one of the later ones. Yeah. But level 4 is nice and clean.
It takes a little longer to figure out because of the entrance shuffle that we added in this tournament. So it's the same vanilla first quest dungeon shape, but because you're entering from the middle, you can't make conclusions as fast as you used to be able to about which dungeon you're in, because there's only going to be so many dungeons that have 2 rooms on the first level, 3 rooms on the first level. You start to figure it out pretty quickly when you know that information. When you're stuck in the middle, there's a lot more to work with.
Yeah, and speaking of getting stuck, there's no way to get to that upper right quadrant of the level 4 here. We have a Chevy room. And tanky Vire keys, jeez.
The old man's saying you better book it, and that's what they're going to say unless and until we find the book to translate the old man hints.
Oh, and look at that! Ladder required for the Triforce here in 4.
Might be required for the item as well, but rcdrone continues to check things out. Got a key on the ground, if nothing else. Always good when you can walk out of a dungeon with more keys than you came in with. Unless you have the magic key, in which case it's not possible.
Wait, was it a tea room? I thought it was an... Yeah, what... We'll see soon enough on Lawyer's end.
Those gels a little tanky on their HP too if you can't get items from white sword hit.
And all the way to the end of the dungeon. It may be, our item may very well be locked as well.
Looks like rcdrone gonna try one more direction. You know, another good point brought up by Chad is not only the second quest enemies, maybe the most annoying of the bunch is the bubbles, because now we have the red bubbles, which take away your sword until you do one of a number of things that will restore the sword. Right?
Yeah, one of 3 things. Get hit by the blue bubble counterpart, which doesn't have a curse on it at all, and it actually cures you of the curse. You reset your game entirely, or you get any means of full healing yourself, be it potion, Triforce, or piece. Fairy Fountain. If you can heal yourself, we're good. And yeah, there's the Chevy room I was talking about. So,
we got a possible key path here. The other thing recently discovered. Hey, we might have the item here.
Yeah,
we do have the item here.
I was mistaken.
It's the bow!
Great
and the
find.
runner's gonna pick it up in sync. Basically in sync. Both runners get it at 5 minutes. Do we have a Triforce as well? We do. I mean,
it's in the vanilla room.
It just doesn't get much nicer than that.
Isn't that the vanilla room?
Well, it's certainly a vanilla Triforce room.
I think it's the vanilla room in the vanilla spot. It just has extra souls in it.
Well, you know, they saw something shiny, they wanted to hang out around it.
Alright, so both runners on the board. And OPTLawyer actually got some bombs out of the deal there, too.
RC got the keys, however. That could make more of a difference in exploration.
Cheap bombs! They're half off.
Yeah, you're always gonna be glad about cheap bombs, especially depending on how available they are in shops. And they're in at least 2, so we've got that going for us. No candle yet, which is a byproduct of not having bonus for an option, or do you just wait for the Wood Sword Cave knowing it's out there?
Ooh.
It could take a while to get to one, is the one thing that goes against the whole wait for the Wood Sword Cave strategy. Because you don't know what good stuff we're leaving behind right now.
Yeah. Right about there, we just actually had rcdrone pass one of the new recorder exclusive caves. You need to play the flute in order to make it appear, and we have a power bracelet on the coast. And that's also more useful. The usual take any road caves are there, but there's also a few more caves that can open up.
It does indeed, and sometimes that's required.
So we're gonna see Lost Hills and Desert checks here.
Slightly different paths, but still same general direction. You start in the east, you're gonna work your way west.
And yeah, you can see this is another one of the changes here. Most of the dungeon locations have been changed to fairy fountains. Matter of fact, Vanilla Level 2 is actually our Recorder Lake in the second quest. And oddly enough, it contains a dungeon in Vanilla, like its first quest counterpart. And we got some relatively weak Lionels too. They're taking 1 hit to kill, at least the red ones.
That's a little bit of good news because they're just so annoying to kill.
And we have a dungeon.
No candle to light this up, so it's dark in here.
It's completely blacked out, but
looks like we got a moat, possibly.
Yeah, gonna go around the other way.
So anyways, nice thing about the Lionels being low HP is their damage is so annoying that if you can kill them quickly...
I think rcdrone's at level 2, actually. Yeah, this is looking like level 2.
Yeah, that looks a lot like level 2.
There's the map, even. Oh, shoot. Oh, wow!
Triforce sitting right on the ground.
Yeah, you get a long two columns path in the dungeon, you're in level 2.
Well, this is why I'm careful about what I call on incomplete information. Because anytime you're certain, you're probably going to be more.
And,
Red candle! Who needs a candle? We don't even need the wood sword cave anymore. We're all set.
Yeah, red candle found. That's always a good find. But yes, for those asking in chat, because I did notice real quick, we didn't mention it actually. This is a double elimination tournament, so whoever loses is not out yet. There's still 10. This is, of course, the first match for both of these runners. And I don't know where OPTLawyer is, but he's got the Triforce.
Well, it's not 2 and it's not 4. There's only 6 other possibilities.
If only I could tell by the Triforce piece. I actually don't know them out of which order because the Triforces are always in the same order. And chat is confirming it's 1.
Well, that warrants going back in.
Alright.
And he just picked up the item, and it's the magic boomerang.
Alright. Magic boomerang. Very nice find. Not too useful. But with the plus or minus 4 HP variance on our enemies, if they roll below 0, they can just die instantly with the boomerang, so it's a great way to deal with enemies from a distance.
The stun gets a little underrated, I think. The other thing it does when you don't have a ladder is it lets you pick up things like bomb drops that can be super valuable.
And we have a level 8 on rcdrone. There's only one dungeon that has 4 rooms on the lower floor in a row. Oh, wait, maybe not. What room is 5? Shoot. Now I gotta think.
What did I just tell you about being too certain?
Can we get a map, rcdrone, please? Oh! That's a bait block.
Well, you know where it is. The question is, do you have to worry about it?
And I don't think rcdrone can walk there. This is. I think this might be 5.
A quick payoff on the boomerang for OPT. He stunned the pancake and then just quietly, calmly took the key like it's nothing. Didn't even have to fight it.
Well, I don't know what that dungeon is, but drone's gonna move on.
There's our first bonus cave. rcdrone able to take the heart. Already with a red candle, you definitely don't have to worry about candle strats anymore. And that's going to open up exploration in the forest area faster than OPT's going to be able to get to anything.
And it looks like it might have been Dungeon 6, according to Crimson Avix, who, being one of the main heads of this tournament, I'm going to believe him.
I mean, I could say something about what Crim said 5 minutes ago, not even 5 minutes ago, but I also don't want him to ban me. But those in chat know what happened.
Yeah, he's based on knowledge there. Like, I have the shapes memorized. It's just being able to understand the layout on the black screen. That's what's tripping me up.
So OPT is looking for the staircase here in 1. This is, of course, first quest level 1, just with second quest enemies. He found the floor trap was the magic boomerang. He's now looking for the staircase,
which looks like it's in the north. Yeah. And while we've been talking, we did find the small secret. It's only 5 rupees. So
well, they can't all be generous money seeds. Sometimes they gotta be bad just to make you appreciate the good ones.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is not a good money seed. And there's yet another dungeon located for rcdrone. Way up in the top, this might be 7. I think this might be 7. Could also be 8.
Could also have whiz ropes and just be annoying.
No. Given... yeah, it's gonna be whiz ropes and noping out.
There finally is the item room. It just took a full clear of one to get to it. Oh, it's worth it.
Our medium secret's fine. It's 37. It's actually one of the better ones, but at the same time, the small secret is kind of what we need. And
both the boomerangs in one.
Okay. What the heck, game? This is the second time in a row on the Zelda 1 tournament match that I have commentated a dungeon with both boomerangs in it.
And OPT is going to pick up the blue candle. Now, obviously doesn't know that the red candle was so easily available, because he didn't get to that dungeon yet. I think there was an internet issue, and it's reconnecting. Give me just 1 second while I sort out something in the background.
And meanwhile, we did see the arrow price there. It's very expensive.
Alright.
Yeah, drone's timer's gone, and he's not moving. This is...
Yeah, I think that's just an internet issue, so we'll give it a chance to sort out and just deal with what we have at the moment, which is OPT scouting the ending roads and finds a path to Death Mountain.
Yeah, we're gonna rely on Lawyer's timer for the time being. Oh, hey, one of our any roads was actually that secret I was talking about.
One less recorder spot needed. LPT's gonna explore the forest with the benefit of that candle, which...
Got a fair amount of money, too.
I don't think rcdrone ended up getting any Triforces or items that we saw via the candle. Because it was the red candle he picked up, so that was the only thing I saw him having.
Could have got something in the meantime. Looks like, according to chat, rcdrone is still going strong. And that his stream is back up. So let's see if we can get him back on, the feed back up and running here.
$5 for the secret. Saw that already, but OPT picks one up there. Another bonus heart, a little bit closer to the white sword item if we ever find it.
I think that's the same one Drone picked up earlier. And yeah, here's that dungeon here. And yeah, door up there.
OPT had a little trouble getting keys earlier. Now they're starting to add up a little bit, getting to 4.
Yeah, this is level 6 now. I'm looking at it more clearly. This is 6.
Hi, Blue Dark Nuts. How's things?
And we're getting information in the chat here. Norisha is in 1 at the moment. And we are looking to get the restream back online as soon as possible.
So again, we saw from OPT's exploration that level 1 has both boomerangs. But we'll probably get the Triforce out of 1. That's a long dig to get the second item, unless you just happen to be willing to spend a key and go the right direction from the start.
And it looks like level 6 is going to be ladder block, maybe. Or potentially meat blocks as well. I wasn't paying too much attention to what rooms could be adjacent to it.
I'd safely assume there's a ladder block. I think you'd need a bomb in addition to the meat if that is blocked as well.
And it looks like we're starting to get drones feedback up. It's gonna be a little bit frame by frame here. As he
has some bombs, and we'll find out more information as we go along. Thanks so much to Speed Gaming for working hard to get everything set for us.
Yes, I completely agree.
Based on what we've seen, I think that's a dungeon at Vanilla 4, and would also suggest that RC probably has the raft. Wait for confirmation on that, but... you know what? He's only on 3 hearts.
It's catching up. It's catching up, remember?
Okay.
Yeah, it's the timer's jumping up steadily. It's only... We're basically rewatching the first part of the stream on his end right now.
In case we missed anything. Level 1 vanilla location had the wood sword cave, so that's where you could have gotten a free blue candle. You hadn't been so impatient.
Ah!
That's a scary screen to walk out on. That's a lot of things flying around. And
I was more jumping at rcdrone's screen, Crappie not being worked anymore, but whatever.
Just give him a chance. Alright, so the exploration continues. We're still pretty concentrated on the east side of the map. We haven't seen either runner go to the west side of the world yet.
Yes, and you didn't mention a rap. What was that again?
No, I was in error as RC is re-picking up the bow.
Yeah. Yeah, we're still behind on RC's end, so give him a little bit. And here's the discovery that OPTLawyer made. This is the Wizrobe dungeon, I believe, and looks to maybe be 7 or 8 just on the layout.
Only 2 hits to take out the orange Wizrobes, although that's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. And actually, Lawyer's tunic's white. Did he pick up the blue ring?
Did he, or was that the starting tunic?
I don't remember, that's why I'm asking.
I don't think he's gotten 350 rupees in this scene so far.
Oh, there's our map. Oh, but it's a Chevy room! Hey, give him 3 rooms at the top. This is absolutely level 7 that Lawyer is in.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain you haven't gotten 350 rupees with only 1 large secret on the table, so that's gotta be his starting tunic. Of course, that's dangerously close to doing math while live on Twitch, and I'm completely against that.
Or is it Dungeon 8? I can't tell anymore. My mind is
that aren't over-caffeinated. That's nice.
Yeah, land molas can be kind of a thing.
Well, it looks like they might be required too if you want to get out of this room instead of just obeying. Wouldn't cost you much, but go west. Find stuff. The unfortunate thing about not having the book is you get all these hints along the way, which could tell you where another dungeon is, could tell you potentially where important items are, and can't do anything about it. We have run into a few ladder blocks so far, so as chat points out, it could be very important in this seat to have that ladder.
Yes, very important, I'd say. I mean, considering that also the ladder is blocking the power bracelet, which could lead to a whole slew of dungeons on its own right. But I think we've found 5 dungeons, at least 5 dungeons now already.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's right. Hey, you beat the rupee boss. You get rupees for it. BT still looking to see if there's an item available. Or is it ladder blocked?
And Lawyer, or rcdrone rather, is slowly but surely, we're getting the streams ready here. He's about caught up here, so we'll be back to watching him shortly.
Yeah, looks like the exploration.
There we go, we're
Death
back in
Mountain's
sync.
on.
And he's got
Enough
quite a
parts
little...
for the white sword item, if he's found it yet, is questionable, but... Item is the wand.
Wand out of whatever dungeon this is.
So now able to dual wield the white sword damage. That's nice.
Okay, wait, he went down in that specific room? Yeah, that is 7. That is absolutely 7.
Getting the items is nice. It's obviously not a required one, but the damage is certainly going to be helpful. Heart containers more than you could ask for, but where's this Triforce? Oh, hi. Red
And
bubbles.
there's the letter, but rcdrone's not going to pick it up, and Lawyer is cursed.
Less of a deal with the wand than it would be otherwise, but still annoying.
Yeah, can still fight with the wand. But, wand doesn't do much against Wizrobes. That's the problem.
A little bit more money in the bank for OPT, up to 160.
So, chat, for those of you who are watching the restream on Drone's End, have we missed anything important that Drone has picked up in terms of important items? I would like to ask that to you now, so we can get him. Meanwhile, oh!
I hate paying off that mugger and bombs. That's just the worst to me. Did buy arrows, so he's going to be able to get past the pulse voice that much easier.
Yeah, alright, so did buy arrows. And it looks like RC is in 5. Or at least apparently. And it looks like Drone did take a potion from a Take Any cave as well. We have a map here, and wait, he has the ladder!
Oh, that's huge. So we have no idea at this point which dungeon that is. But he must have picked it up somewhere around the 20-minute mark.
Yeah. Actually...
Maybe if we get his menu on the overworld, which probably not going to happen now that I think about it, but maybe we'll get a glance at his Triforce to figure out where he's been.
I think I know where... Yep, that's... I was just thinking that. White Sword Cave had the ladder.
Okay. Answered.
There's the Triforce in 5. I have one south of the actual vanilla room.
Well, what was initially looking like a reluctant to give keys seed is now actually giving them quite regularly.
Yep, and Triforce out of 5 rcdrone may also have a 5th Triforce, but we don't know where the level 9 is. And it looks like it's going to be a quick turnaround back into the dungeon to look for this item.
Boy, if that's it, that's nice, except for the whole troll handler thing.
Nope, the passageway. 5 onwards does have a passageway to worry about.
But you had to get past Manhandle to get to that one. You might as well use it. In a shocking turn of events, Zelda will not be in her room today. I know you didn't see that one coming.
No, I absolutely didn't.
PT looks to be heading for the coast item at this point. rcdrone working on the ladder clip to try and finish out this level 5.
And gets it. I think drone is still cursed too, which is making this a little bit harder for him.
Curious he didn't pick up that heart container.
Alright, there's a Goma. I'm just gonna say no. And there we go. Lawyer with the power bracelet now.
Well, so far, they've kept it tight battle with each other.
And just on that hint alone, rcdrone at least does not have the books from... Found the book while his, we were catching up with him. And it looks like it's in the northern part.
OPT is taking advantage of the power bracelet to explore a little bit.
Yeah, we'll see if level 9 is power bracelet locked. No, but there is a dungeon available.
And the recorder in 5.
I know it's second quest, but I'm gonna say this anyway, Fred.
Oh, that took about another 3 minutes of exploration to come up with the recorder, and you hope it pays off.
So we have another dungeon, like I said here on OPTLawyer's end. And we have a Goma potentially blocking something.
Not sure why he bombed there. I'm not sure he intended to bomb there. They got a heart container for the trouble anyways.
And we have a hint shop here as well. And a mugger! So there's 2 muggers now.
Feel really bad about paying 1 off, but there's no way I'd ever pay 2 off.
Yeah, oh boy! Wizard Convention.
Nice
Third
clip.
ticks down.
You better take the staircase.
Okay, this is
you earned it.
Okay, this is either 6 or 8, and judging by the layout thus far, this is the Lion Key. This is level 8.
And a forehead Gleok.
Yeah, goodbye. Lawyer's gonna give it a... gonna go ahead and fight it.
Well, you got a nice open room with the sword beams, so you can do this reasonably low risk. It could give you the Triforce, it could give you another key. You already got a heart container out of this dungeon, so
Gave
it
you
can't do
nothing.
that.
Yeah, that is 8. That is absolutely 8.
Oh, did he pay both muggers? Is he down to a 6 max for bombs?
Potentially.
Hey, another, or is this the same dungeon? Different.
I think...
No, that's different, isn't it? No,
Nope,
it's
the same
just
dungeon.
the color difference of their setups.
Yeah, so they're both now on level 8. Which is good, there's 2 items here. And the Triforce is arrow locked! Oh, and the Goma was blocking another... Okay, I'm getting deja vu. I'm getting deja vu here. That's... Okay, it was Gleox instead of Gomas, but... We had 2 bosses in the same locations in the last scene I did as well. What the heck?
Sometimes you just don't know what to say. What we can say is rcdrone's got another Triforce.
That's right. And leaving?
Well, he's got 5, he's got bow and ladder, so you either explore 8 or you just gamble silvers and 9.
Be a safe gamble. We only have item in 3, item in 6, and the 2 items in 8 left.
Yeah, sounds right to me. We had the white sword item was the ladder. The Armos item was the white sword. Ladder was the power bracelet. Level 1, both boomerangs. Level 2.
Red candle, level
Red
3,
candle.
unknown at this time. Level 4, the bow. Level 5, the recorder. Level 7, the wand. So we're missing the book. We're missing the red ring, the Coast Heart container, the any key, and the silver arrows. I think I haven't missed one yet. Oh, did I say raft? I might have missed raft. And level 9 is still yet to be found. And
Right, 'cause he's
drone
been
has
OPT.
enough. And this is kind of good for drone here. Is that magical number of 251 can now buy the blue ring if he so chooses. And with the power bracelet, it's gonna check the arrow. This is a place you don't see that often. It's just a shop.
I might be wanting, if I were in that position, to
Item
hold
room.
on to the rupees to find out if I need more potions.
Lawyer
There's
has
the
found
silvers
the
in 8!
sword!
That is huge!
That is crushing for rcdrone. And a huge advantage for OPTLawyer. This will let him get the Triverse out of 8 as well.
2 monstrous turn of events off that one item for OPT. He's still exploring for this. No, I can't imagine what he'd explore for now. He got the hard, he got the... It doesn't matter what the second item is, unless it's recorder or raft.
We know it's not recorder. Recorder's in 5.
Well, I'm saying for him.
Yeah, he might be looking for maybe the raft. But he could also be thinking that recorder is blocking level 9, which is an okay guess to make.
It may be a case of abundance of caution rather than regrets later.
Yeah, that's fine. To a certain degree.
Especially, OPT is very good about taking notes on his dungeon exploration. So that could mean he knew a path where it was only going to take a few rooms to get to the possible second item location.
Yeah, and Chad is also pointing out he might be looking for the any key as well. And that will put him really in a good spot.
This was a very Goma-infested dungeon.
Correct.
Okay, there
There's
it is. No, that's the transport.
Yeah, it is the transport.
What feels really bad is the lower max bombs. Okay, this has to be it.
Yeah, this has to be it. And there's some blue bubbles here, so if he was cursed, he can recover.
It's the book. He can get hints.
He can get hints. But does he really want it with the wand in tow? I guess so. So there we go. Silvers and book. So that means level 3, level 6, and level 9 have collectively the raft, the red ring, the sanctuary, the coast heart rather, and raft, red ring, coast heart.
He did also pick up the
Anything.
Triforce in 8. He picked that up at... Well, I forgot to write down when he picked up. Did he pick it up? Thought he did. He certainly killed the Cobra. Now he's got the red candle.
And our trackers just informed us he didn't pick it up.
Okay. Well, when he didn't, he didn't. That's one of those things, as long as he's keeping his tracker up to date correctly, he at least knows he can get back to it extremely quickly. It's not a time loss all that much,
No.
but it is definitely a loss.
And now we're seeing even 2. It is a race to level 9 here, I feel.
Well, especially if OPT can get in there, there's nothing stopping him. The only question is anything stopping him from getting into 9?
The only thing that could potentially stop him that we know of at this point is the recorder or the raft. We know where the recorder is, and that is in rcdrone's hands. Just past the recorder screen, too.
I thought we actually saw one of the recorder spots, but I could very much be an error on that. Not recorder spots, raft spots. It is the second quest overworld, so there's more potential for those blocks to be out there. OPT dies trying to get the compass, unfortunately. This was an early dungeon for rcdrone. He did this at the 10-minute mark, so this is a half-hour later OPTs in this dungeon. Just a case of different routing.
This is, for those of you just tuning in, this is a double elimination in single round game. So, both runners are not in danger of leaving the tournament, but both runners would like to stay in the winner's bracket.
And the decision of the race could be rcdrone leaving level 8. Did not explore for either item.
And there's the Triferson 2.
Those two items end up being the book and the silver arrows.
And this is the reason why you don't pick up the book. You get information in the form of hints, yes. But the book still retains its old functionality of having your wand burst into flames, which can cut your DPS significantly. But it does have the white sword to back it up.
Okay, third Triforce out of 5 for OPT. Honorable mention for 8, which he just has to basically walk back into to pick it up.
And the grave of the recorder, or the recorder spot of the grave, is just a shop.
That's good news for OPT at this point.
Well, it's only one of like 8 or 10 different locations with that recorder. River.
The more that it comes out negative, the better news that is for OPT. The ideal scenario for OPT is that nothing further is required. For 9, we just have to find it. For rcdrone, it's basically critical that the recorder at this point block level 9.
Level 9
does!
Is at Recorder Lake! But there are no silver arrows to be found in this dungeon, but what we can hear is the roar of Ganon. If we hear it, it'll be one room adjacent to Ganon, to us, be it north, south, east, or west. Badgers can mask the roar, but a trained ear can hear the slight audio cue. The other thing we're looking for is a single shutter that does not open after we kill the enemies. That is the room of the kidnapped. It will open when Ganon is defeated, automatically, even if the enemies are still alive. The only exception to the single shutter door rule is if it's adjacent to Ganon himself. And of course, there are 4 potential hints, 3 rooms that it can be in. We've seen 2 muggers, there can be a 3rd if I'm understanding that right. But even then, Drone doesn't have the book or the silver arrows, and both of those are an 8.
Yep, the recorder is required. It's level 5. rcdrone picked it up 31 minutes into this run. So about 12 minutes ago at this point. I didn't write down where it was, though, so I'm not sure how long it would take OPT to get there.
Yeah, this is a race, folks. It does not look like it, but it is a race. When will Drone realize the silvers aren't in here? And when will OPTLawyer find level 5 to find the recorder? Those are the 2 questions that need to be answered. And whichever one is answered first is in the driver's seat. Although Drone has the slight advantage in knowing where level 9 is. As well as level 8.
The other thing he will have is the exploration of 9 to be able to get through it that much faster when he has silver arrows. And considering that it's level 8 that has the silvers, if you pick any dungeon you're going to redig after leaving 9, 2 items in 8 is a really compelling argument.
And level 9 has the raft. And yeah, that is an advantage actually that Drone has right now. If he chooses to leave level 9, he can recorder to 8. But is there a good way back to level 9 for him, is the other question.
This is pretty near start, actually. This was, Vanilla 2.
That's right. And Drone is out of bombs.
But, hi, Zelda.
No. Could not be Zelda. We had a push block in that room. Potentially. I don't think he pushed it. I don't think he pushed the push block. And we're seeing Lawyer picking up the blue ring. And Drone is back in 8. This is the play to make.
You know, just a couple days ago, we saw Redbird Grad make the same play where he left 9 after finding 1 item, saying at that point it was basically more likely to be elsewhere.
I'm actually being correct.
It was a move that won him the race.
I'm actually being correct in chat. It was pushed. So it is, in fact, Zelda.
Okay.
My mistake.
That makes sense.
No, they'll slow down.
Can OPT find the recorder before rcdrone finds the silvers?
Well, here's the thing. Drone has to find... OPTLawyer has to find 5, find the recorder in 5, and then find 9. Along with getting 1 more Triforce, which he knows is an 8. The odds right now that Drone is going to win are actually stacked in his favor. I misworded that horribly, I'm sorry.
There's a lot in his favor at this point. He's in the driver's seat.
Yeah.
Want a few more cliches thrown in? I can come up with some.
No, that's fine.
Okay. Just didn't want to let down. Also, I think rcdrone only paid off 1 mugger per bombs, and I think OPT did 2 of them.
Well, considering it's 5 keys for the other payment, and keys are kind of valuable without the any key, yeah, I'm okay with losing a bomb or 2. Because that's what? Minus 10 keys to comparing to max capacity. If you think about it that way.
It is, but if you also think over the course of a whole run, that's something like 20 bombs you're giving up, most likely.
Yes, but keys are far more valuable and also far more expensive.
Chat thinks OPT only paid once and he's maxing at 7. I haven't seen him at max in too long.
Man, level 9 really does have a spider problem, doesn't it? I believe these are the silvers. Yep, there we go. Drone is now in go mode. Just needs to go back to 9 and figure out where that pig is.
About a 12-minute difference that OPT had the silver arrows, but he was not able to find the recorder in that time.
Oh, and there is a shop nearby that sells bombs.
Well, that's never a bad thing.
Uh-oh, did we lose Drone?
Maybe. We'll put the audio back on OPT for now, and we'll see where things are when we get RC back. But definitely go mode for rcdrone at this point. He already found Zelda. Now with the silvers and bow in hand, he can kill Ganon. Just has to find where Ganon is.
And in the meantime, he's gonna leave us in the dark.
Well, you know, second quest has more dark rooms, doesn't it?
I suppose that's true,
It's
yeah.
just thematically appropriate.
We'll see about getting drone up as soon as possible, you folks. Because we kind of need to see this conclusion.
OPT back from dungeon hunting. Do have the SRL room open, so if rcdrone finishes, we will know that answer. Don't know how long level 9 will take to find Ganon, but for as bad as things could have gone, leaving the silver arrows behind, everything since has gone pretty well for rcdrone.
Yeah. Lawyer is going through this dungeon here. I believe this is 6? Not too sure.
6 could have an unknown item. We don't know 3 or 6, or 2nd and 9 for Red Ring, Magic Key, and Heart Container.
That's right. One of those 3 items.
Correctly.
Yeah. That's what I've got too.
While we're waiting on RC to get back in 9, you want to go through everything again?
That's right. So, folks, level 1 was a Boomerang Emporium. Had both of the magical boomerang and the regular boomerang, as we're seeing, as we do have rcdrone's feed back up for us. Level 2 had our red candle. Level 3, we don't know yet. We never actually found level 3, I don't think. Level 4, though, had our bow. Our level 5 had our recorder. Obviously, later still, you just have to find 5. Level 6, we don't know the item in there. Level 7 had our wand. Level 8 had the book and the silver arrows. Level 9 had the raft. The coast item was the power bracelet. The white sword item was the ladder. And the Armos item was the white sword. And we do have drone's feed back up in full swing for us here.
PT picks up this Triforce, which is at least number 4.
And we have really weak blue dark nuts. They died to a single palm blast.
You'll take that. Have they die quick is a good time. So the good news is when you're only searching for Ganon, it's usually faster to find him because you not only just have to find the room, but you just have to be adjacent to the room.
Oh, and this is the other thing that is kind of important here. Drone is still on Green Tunic. Now, I'm not doubting his skills in the game, but given his heart totals, that's still only 2 contact damage from Ganon. That's still 2 hits from Ganon and he's dead. Hugs, driver.
I believe you said that rcdrone specifically left the letter behind. Without a potion now, the margin for error is that much lower in dealing with the red bubbles.
That is correct. He does know where the letter is, though, if he wants to go pick it up. It is, I believe, where level 9 is in second quest.
Boy, that would feel awful to leave 9 over a potion. You can still get to the ferry pretty quickly, but then you have to redig 9, so it's not quite the same. And don't need to adjust your speakers, just unfortunately, as things happen, we lose the audio from time to time.
3 has a heart container. Thank you, Random Hitman. So either the red ring or the any key is in 9. And whatever is not in here is in level 6, and I believe OPTLawyer is in there right now. And it looks like drone has gone down again. Oh!
Still the search for Ganon continues, and the sooner rcdrone finds Ganon, it should be a pretty quick finish as long as the combat goes good. But boy, this could, if you wanted to look for potential trolls, it would be a bunch of red bubbles.
Well, we lost this most important moment. Apparently, Drone has found Ganon. Because Drone has clocked in a done. Finished in first place with a time of 55 minutes, 19 seconds. I really can't tell when that timing was for that, unfortunately, because the stream froze up.
And there's the red ring in 6.
And there we go. Aniki was in 9.
Ah, and just in time. That worked out perfectly.
Yep, there you go.
55-19 for rcdrone.
Yep. So we'll see about getting Drone in here for an interview. It was... And Drone has informed us actually in RC that he was actually trying to fix it on his end while he was racing, so just the added multitasking, he did an excellent job with the seat overall, I feel.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll be able to join us for some words. But that's hard whenever you got any kind of distraction going on and you just want to deal with the race. The story of this seed really ends up being the recorder required 9. And even if OPT has been in that level, he didn't find the recorder.
That's right.
Level 5, so I'm pretty sure he got the Triforce out of there. Thought he did.
Alright, we'll see about getting him in here. Oh, there's rcdrone. Let's go ahead and pull him in. rcdrone, you didn't see the Ganon kill, but GG's on your win! And all the same, what a seed this was. The real key factor was actually you finding that recorder. Drone might be having a little bit of delay on his mic. We'll just wait a moment.
But the other big thing was the decision to leave 9, go back to 8 and find the silvers. And hopefully we'll be able to get some words about that.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Hey. Oh, there we go.
Forgot I was
about push to talk.
I was about to say that, yeah. So, yeah, we missed a few critical things here because of all the stream hiccups. We missed the ladder pickup. We did eventually see that was a white sorter, and we missed the Ganon kill, unfortunately. But, yeah, GG's all the same. We only just now caught you as finding the princess.
Yeah, thanks. I mean, I was kind of panicked when I left 9, because I left the raft behind, but I forgot that I never found 3. And I only had raft spots left. So if the silvers were there, this could have been a very different race.
Well, here's the thing. The other item in level 8 was the book. And OPTLawyer was in level 8, or level 6. Found a hint for 3. It was the heart container. And the red ring was in 6. So the other item in level 9 was the Annie key. We actually found all the items now.
So RC, talk to us about leaving 8. Leaving 9 after you found the raft to go find the silvers.
Yeah, initially when I saw the raft, I thought I had already found all the dungeons. It wasn't until after I was looking back at my overworld map that I realized I missed 3. I was out of bombs, so it was like, that was a good opportunity to leave, and I was pretty bomb blocked. I don't know if you can see the map on my stream, but there's a lot of just, the whole right side is basically fenced in. You had to take stairs, except for maybe one spot. So, burned a lot of bombs. I actually had to go refill in the shop twice. The shop on the way from spawn to 9. I was just happy the silvers were in 8, because if they were in 3, there's a good chance I'd lose this.
What led to your initial decision to leave 8 before you had silvers?
Because I had 5 Triforces, so I just wanted to find 9. If I find 9, then I have to find Ganon and Zelda anyway, so if I happen to find the item and it happens to be silvers, then I don't waste any time. If I find Ganon and Zelda first, then it becomes like, alright, do I go back to 8, or do I stick around? Like, it would depend how many rooms I had left and how I felt.
Yeah, but like I said, the key thing was finding the level 5, because that gave you the recorder, and simple fact that Ganon was recorder locked was just huge here. But it's a shame we never saw where the pig was. It must have been really early on if you killed him that quickly.
So I basically cleared out the whole right half, and then I took stairs to the middle of the left half, and then I went straight down, and it was Ganon. So it took me a while to get out, and then I found him quickly after that.
And Lawyer is in a dungeon coloration I have not seen.
Is that the third mugger, or is that the first one we just found it again?
Oh, he's in 5. He found 5.
Okay. Well, that's the right place to be.
Also, those muggers are really nasty.
But he leaves because he has no keys.
No, he's gonna do the pirouette.
Okay.
But yeah, that level 5 was pretty nasty.
Yeah, it was.
Or
I
that level.
kind of felt like I was wasting time because it was behind a key door that you needed to spend a key, so I was trying to put off opening it.
This entire scene was key starvation. Was resource starvation. Didn't get you much in the way of small secrets. I don't think we ever found the large.
No, I found the large. I bought arrows with it right away.
Oh, what was the large?
It was like 115, 100, somewhere around there.
All right, we missed that in the with all the streams going down. But yeah, cheap ones but expensive keys. So really, I think of the two options the mugger gave you, max bombs or keys, I think max bombs was the right answer. Considering that we now know level 9 had the any key.
Yeah, 5 keys is just way too much to spend.
Yeah. Because, sure, 1 max bomb, you're going to lose out on that. Well, we never found any of the bomb upgrades, so could have easily made up for that.
I want to say I saw one early on, but I might just be mixing that up with other seeds.
I didn't see it. Any. Of course, if you saw one, it might have been when the time your stream was down for us. Which, again, is unfortunate that it happened, but at the same time, you managed to not only help us get through it, but you actually did pretty good. So yeah, we were concerned as well that the fact that you didn't have a potion anymore on that very last time before we lost you.
Yeah, you guys probably didn't see it, but I almost walked into a red bubble right before I walked into Ganon's room. It was a close shave.
Yeah. I mean, you ignore the letter, and we've not seen potion prices yet, but you also didn't have much in the way of defense either. No rings.
Yeah, at one point I could have bought a ring, but I wanted to keep the money in case I found the book, because there's still 6, 7, 8, 3, 9. There's a big question of where the silvers could be, so I wanted to keep that money in reserve in case I needed to quickly burn through all the hints.
Well, here's the staircase for Lawyer, and I believe this is the recorder that he is missing. Just needs to check recorder lake now. So, yeah. That's pretty much how much of an advantage you had between them. Now, to Lawyer's credit, he did dig 8 and find the silver arrows and the book. But what he didn't do was actually grab the Triforce out of 8. Forgot to get that.
Well, he's got 5 now anyway, so he doesn't need it.
That is true.
It's also close enough to start. I think he most likely realized it at some point, but didn't need to worry too much, because you could always just up A and grab it. In fact, well, no, never mind. I was gonna if you had 5 Triforces already, it would be an interesting decision just to leave it in case of getting your sword back.
And speaking of sword, holy crap, the Armos were very generous to you today.
Yeah, it's really nice. The first spot you check, pick up white sword. Yeah, I've had seeds where the sword has not, last spot. Glad I have to deal with that. I was also looking forward to picking up the blue candle, but then I ended up getting the red candle out of 2.
Yeah. Really, the sword game was just useless.
That also lets you explore the forest area quickly and proved pretty fruitful, as I recall. Not right away, but found another level out of it.
Yeah, and I've run enough stuff to ask you a question of GG to you, and actually there is something to ask you. Your next opponents in this tournament are the winner of F. Coughlin himself and Paratroopa. Any thoughts on who you want to face there? Be it ideally or just out of wishful thinking?
Well, Fred was the runner who gave me my first tournament loss, so I'd like to be able to get the run back.
Oh, one of the hint shots was actually a recorder lock too. That was nasty. And the hints were actually fairly expensive too. 3 of them are over 50 rupees between both shops.
RC, how about the overall tournament experience? How's it been for you?
Pretty good. Like, I feel like I've played pretty well in all my races, even the one that I lost. So, yeah, it's been fun.
And speaking of losses here, our OPTLawyer will not be out of the tournament just yet. We'll be dropping to loser's bracket.
Alright, found level 9.
And actually, we'll have a little bit of a safety net here. Because he won't know his opponent for a little while. His opponent will either be between the loser of F. Coughlin and Paratroopa and...
While you're sorting that out, here's the bad news. Coming into 9 with no keys.
Oof, yeah.
That's probably going to cause more of a priority of killing these rooms.
Oof.
Obviously with a shutter door you want to anyways, just to find out if it's Zelda.
So his 4 potential opponents are whoever loses between F. Coughlin and Paratroopa and J. Cobra and J-Lo. Because whoever loses those 2 matches, they faced off in loser's bracket, and then the winner of that match would fight OPTLawyer.
Yeah, I don't care who you are or who you're facing. They're all gonna be like that. It's all gonna be, oh gosh, we know that person can win.
Yeah.
Even when you talk about a complete rookie coming into this tournament in OPT, he clearly was able to win. He won his way into the brackets. Alright, so trying to find Ganon now.
That's right. Just north of the eye now.
And trying to do it sans keys. RC, do you remember if it required a key?
I do not. I feel like I bombed a lot of places and less so key doors, but maybe.
Well, while we are currently waiting for OPTLawyer to find his route here, let me go ahead and mention a few more matches that we have today. And, I need to refresh this just to make sure. And Patrick guards the compass.
No, we have Jam coming up at 3.
We might have to get off the air here in a little bit. Because coming up right next, after this match, we'll have Bresticle and Matrick here on Speed Gaming 6. And then later on at 3 p.m. we will have Penelfin Jam Evil, and you'll be actually on Restream for that over on Randomizer, will you not be, Trenton?
Looks like it. They were having trouble finding someone, and I said, well, I couldn't do it at 2, obviously. Here we are at almost 2:30.
And join us back here once again on Speed Gaming 6 at 4 for Vicnin and Cantaloupe Me. Here on Speed Gaming 6. So pretty much all of our races on Speed Game are going to be here for today. And we do have a couple more who are in the later hours of the day. One of which is actually Ederhundag Rick vs. Fury SK. That'll be a 9.
OPT was able to get a key, although I don't know that he's actually seen a key block as of yet. Still trying to find the path to Ganon.
And yeah, this is just the name of the game here, but
okay, that would qualify as a key block that he had already found. Able to keep the bomb supply up, which is nice, but oh, hopefully that wasn't a wasted key. But it looks like it was.
stabbing the old man.
You had it coming. It was self-defense.
But yeah, this is looking to be kind of a thing here.
OPT is very thorough in how he goes about exploring level 9. It works out well for him the more trolly level 9 is, because he knows exactly where he's been and what to try when he has to return to something.
That's right.
The downside is, when it's not a trolly 9, it just takes a lot longer to explore.
Their bomb hole. The kid I'm wasting southeast of Skull. I don't know if OPTLawyer has found Zelda yet, but that's good to know.
Yeah, he did.
But there is another locked door behind that old man. Oof. And here's the thing. The any key is in this dungeon.
If you can find it, but you probably need keys too.
I'm pretty sure that Lawyer knows that it has to be here too.
Very possibly.
He got a hit for 3, and he's seen every other item, I believe. He has to know the wrapped in any key are in this dungeon. But unfortunately, he's out of bombs as well. Back in he goes. This is not a nice 9, unfortunately.
Sometimes the true final boss of Z1 Randomizer is the resources you have. Currently OPT, out of bombs, out of keys. Only 41 rupees. Buying a key isn't even really going to be an option.
Yes, the keys are over are in the 100 rupee margin.
But it looks like he's going to have to go out to at least try and find bombs. A couple bomb dropping enemies there. But I think the Armos up here just had them for sale for 10.
Yeah, there's a shop underneath them.
Unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to bow out to start setting up the restream for that 3 o'clock race.
Yeah, I think we might as well close up shop here and let the next race on SC6 go through. So yes, folks, make sure to give both our runners here a follow. OPTLawyer is still going, and rcdrone, the winner of this race. Make sure to also
show
follow
some love. Show up in his channel if you want to see him finish it out. He's put in a tremendous effort today and throughout the tournament. Same can be said for rcdrone, and a big GG on the win today.
And while you're at it, this is Speed Gaming 6. Of course, there are the other 5 channels as well. Speed Gaming, the original, and Speed Gaming's 2 through 6. Make sure to give them all a follow. We also have French, Spanish, and German restreams for you available if that is your primary language. Did you speak? Also, give a follow to my co-commentator Trenton, as well as our tracker Marty7499. But that's gonna do it for us here on Zelda 1 Randomizer, at least for this match. Stay tuned. There's gonna be another match for you just in a few minutes here. But from all of us on this current shift, I have been Wolflink0370, and we see you all next time. And thank you for watching. Good night, everyone.